All right, so I'm going to very calmly try this again. and hope that the birds don't annoy me. I've never been annoyed by birds before, but apparently audio does that to me. All right, so my name is Rob. Hi, I'm a creative from Sydney, Australia, and currently on the road for a project, and I brought along with me the Hero 9 Black. Now, I know a lot of people have already dropped videos running through all of the details, and I won't actually do that, but I'll just sort of call out some of the things that are really important to me. Now, the first thing that I noticed was the actual packaging itself. They have a little note inside that says that it is plastic free. That is really cool. And when you do open it up, this case, it's very similar to the profile size of a Mavic 2 Pro, but the Mavic 2 Pro is taller, so that kind of gives you a reference to how big that is. The actual Hero 9 itself is obviously bigger, but you notice it when you put them side by side. Obviously, there is going to be a difference. It is bigger, but if you didn't have the Hero 8 around, you kind of it wouldn't jump out as you as being sort of way too big or anything like that. So they kind of feel the same, even though it is bigger. All right, and that means that obviously something is going to change. The battery is going to be bigger. It's similar voltage, but is a different milliamp hour. Let me show you that. It's I think it's 1700 versus 1200 milliamp hours. It means you have to get new chargers or dual chargers. You've got all that stuff, which isn't great. When it comes to the actual GoPro itself, like physically, there's a few things that I really liked. And maybe people who have had the Hero 8 have had this problem before. But the door doesn't come off anymore. That's cool. You can kind of get to the memory card now, so it's a little bit higher up, like not much. So now I'm technically able to get the SD card out without having to take the battery out, which just a little thing, it's important. Another thing I noticed is when you actually close the door now, it's got this kind of cool mechanism where if you push the door closed, I'm being nice and close for you, if you just push basically here, you don't have to, it sort of clips and then locks up. So you don't have to sort of close it and then push it up. It actually just closes and locks in one motion. That's useful as well. Again, just one of those things that's also a little improvement that I really appreciate. It does have now the ability to remove the lens like they did in the past, and front screen. So when it comes to the front screen, I did have a quick look, and there's sort of 4 options. Basically, have it off, which I like, save battery. Show the old display, which is just the text, and then have the sort of cropped portrait, so it will show you sort of this part of the sort of frame, and then you can have sort of the wide, which is I'm going to sort of have it wide and show you the whole framing, which is probably what I think it should be set to by default, and that's what I'll be using most of the time because it still gives you all of the text and the details below, which that's what I want. Okay, so when it comes to actually testing it out, the few things that I wanted to test were basically how does it perform on my drone, because that's most of the time I'm using the Hero 9. And also I guess handheld vlogging tests and audio tests in case I want to use it as a vlogging camera. And also if I just want to use the audio straight from the Hero 9 without any microphones. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to each one of those videos. One of the first things I did was actually just at a sunset, I had the Hero 9 and Hero 8 side by side and just did a quick audio test. So here's that quick clip right now. All right, welcome back to another test. Just shooting sunset here, and I thought I would test the audio. So this is, all right, welcome back to another test. Just shooting sunset here, and I thought I would test the audio. So this is me talking to the camera, me talking away from the camera, me talking to the camera, me talking away from the camera. Just move this on both. Cool. I just had the opportunity to quickly do a handheld test with the Hero 8 and Hero 9 sort of side by side. These are actually attached to a drone, so it's a bit shaky, but let's cut to that now. So now this is the 2.7K 60 linear mode on both. However, with the Hero 9, this one, we have the horizon level lock on. Now I'm just gonna have it in front of me as I walk forward. Hey mum. And then I'm going to have it to the side as I run around this corner. I don't have to go to the gym today. And I'm just gonna switch around to, I may as well keep the same track, otherwise it's a bit different. Let me just run. Okay. And now I'm gonna switch it around to, I guess, sort of a POV style. And this is more important to us if we're gonna be droning, I think. All right,
So same little run through the trees here. Microphone test for free, everybody. Free microphone test from behind the camera.
So the next test I did was basically the horizon lock test of handheld, just to show how cool it is. Let's cut to that. The next test I obviously wanted to do was to do the Hero 9 with the horizon stabilisation. That's done through the linear camera. So that's going to be a narrower crop versus the Hero 8 using ReelsteadyGo. And I'm using that one how I would normally shoot, which is 4:3 and then stabilising it in ReelsteadyGo. Basically Hypersmooth 3.0 versus Hero 8 with ReelsteadyGo. And so I think the last test that I need to do is the Hypersmooth 2 versus 3, just running that natively sort of in the drone, in the camera. All right, well, they're the tests I've done so far. If you want me to do more tests or you've got any concerns with what I've done so far, let me know in the comments. If ReelSteady does release a version that supports the Hero 9, I'll actually test that out and do a comparison as well. If you found this video useful, leave me a like and let me know, because that will encourage me to make more videos in the future. Oh, I think I survived the birds. That was so loud before, it was unbearable. I mean, I like nature, but not when I'm recording audio, apparently. Okay, birds, you can come back now. Sorry to yell at you. Poor birds. I was just trying to eat a gecko. Oh, you came back.